hear the sound of my voice. Saturday salutation. I hope y'all having a great day today. And hopefully, most of y'all are off. And if you're not off, I hope that you woke up early enough to be able to just rest and reflect as you're waking up. And I also hope that if you don't have a morning routine, that you start to get one as far as instead of just immediately getting up and having to rush into the day and also like get things done, just be able to wake up and be grateful to be alive and that you made it for another day. Because no matter what we're going through, every day that we here is another day that we have to fix whatever's broken or heal whatever is hurting. So definitely, I hope that that's something that if you're not into, that you get into it because it'll make life easier for you. And you'll find that when you're able to give yourself time to yourself, even on days that your time is guaranteed to other people, either via appointments or work schedules, you find that you add more peace because when you give your whole day away every single day and never have a moment for yourself, it's easy to be burned out. And a lot of us are burned out and functioning while we burned out. And that's why it makes things more difficult. It makes us more prone to negativity. It makes us sadder. It's like, and then with life, like years be skipping because yesterday it was 2015, and look, it's a whole 10 years that's passed to where even when we hear songs from that time, it's like, dang, it feel like that song just came out yesterday. And that's the best way I could sum it up as far as with timing and things like that. So right now, this is the introduction because even though it is live, my intentions, I don't expect people to come in here because of the time. And I do understand that YouTube has this new feature now where when people scroll, they're able to just randomly jump into people's lives and things like that. So that's why a lot of people been having trolling, which for me, I don't mind trolls. Just like the video, Fernando, delete the account. I actually did, Fernando. I had deleted it 10 years ago. And then I decided once I realized it was monetized to come back. What's up, Joker? But in any regard, if y'all can just click like on the video, I appreciate that. That helps a whole lot. You don't even have to stay if you don't want to. Just, double tap the screen or press the like button, and that will help a whole lot. But other than that, back to the morning routine thing, like morning routines, it helps you to not feel like your day is gone. Like when we waking up for work, what's up, Maniac or Manic? I'm fine, Joker. How you doing? And thank y'all for coming in. Please just hit the like. That's all. I don't ask for money or anything. Just the like button. You don't even have you welcome to subscribe, but you don't have to either. Just the like button, y'all. It's free. I won't haunt you in your dreams or nothing like that. I don't going to do that. Why not, Fernando? So how are y'all feeling today? But yeah, so back to the morning routine thing. Because like for example, if you got to be to work for 8 and then maybe your commute is like 30 minutes. If you wake up at 7, you literally have 30 minutes to be out the door, and then it within that time frame, depending on if you organized or not, once the time get closer and closer, you rushing, you might get frustrated. Not to mention, I show my face on my page, Joker. I'm just live. I'm live right now because it's dark in here. You do that for spam. What do I do for spam, Joker? Fernando. But yeah, my face right there too. I don't. I have videos. Like I'm not a person that's a page that just talk all of the time. Like I have videos. It's just easier for me to go live on times like this when I'm doing other things to still keep in touch with the people who follow me. But yeah, back to the morning routine. So within them 30 minutes you rushing, then depending on who you are, you might forget something. And then in the time frame of you rushing, if you go to work like around the hours that everyone else goes to work, you rushing, you're gonna end up in traffic. And then with them 30 minutes, you don't know if they're gonna have an accident or not that you have to deal with depending on what city you in. And if don't let the weather be bad. If the weather bad, that's even worse. And now every single day you cutting it close to making it to work at 8 o'clock, which you may or may not be late sometimes. Sometimes you might be early. So if you can, like if you don't have two jobs, what's up, man? It got me organized. Yeah, I got a morning routine. What's your morning routine, man? So like if you have the time, because I know some people may work two jobs, some people may have other obligations, so you may not have the time to only work 8 hours or only sleep 8 hours. But if you could just wake up instead of 7 to leave out and be to work at 8, if you wake up at 6 and that whole time at 6 you just rest, relax, drink water or whatever you drink, watch your favorite TV show, stretch, like fully wake yourself up. And before you, like when you do that, you'll notice that once it's time to go to work, you'll be ready already, and then you'll be stress free. Or not just work; it could be school, it could be an appointment, it could be anything that basically has a set time out your day that you go to frequently, or even like for the gym. I know when I first started going to the gym, I liked going at 3 and 4 a.m. And the times that I went at 3 and 4 a.m. was when I woke up at like 2:30 on accident. Wake up, shower, brush, prep for school, and all that stuff. What school are you at? College, man? And but from there, I would get to the gym on time. But then once I like got too comfortable and started setting my alarm like 30 minutes before the time I wanted to go to the gym, I found that time flew faster because I don't know what it is about waking up. But when you first wake up, I don't know if y'all experience this, but it just seemed like time be skipping. Like you'll wake up and it's one time. And then when you look at the clock again, 5 minutes pass. Then when you look at the clock again, 10 minutes has passed. So it's something. Oh, okay, you in high school. I didn't know I had that much reach on here. So how are you doing in ninth grade and how do you feel about high school overall, man? So from there, like I noticed that the resting and everything helped me clear my mind, and I'm able to remember everything without having to think about, oh, am I forgetting something, or is there something I'm supposed to do after work or before work or something like that. Too much homework. They still like, so what y'all do? They still give y'all textbooks, or is a lot of y'all work online or on computers now? And what's your goals for when you graduate? It's crazy though that it was 17 people in here at one point. But one thing I learned about YouTube this time around is that I'm not going to expect anything because that's why I quit last year because it felt like I was giving too much and wasn't getting nothing in return. Which for me, I felt like what I was asking for wasn't much. But it is just amazing to me how stingy people are online. Like people online do not play. They will not like your stuff at all, especially on Instagram. But they definitely will be in the views. But that's just because we in a observant society. Like online, sometimes we do it in books. So, Manic, what's your favorite subject in school? And what's your least favorite subject as well? Let me just see. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here today. I know yesterday I did 3 hours and I did pretty well. But I don't even know what niche I want to do because on my page I post all kinds of stuff. But with YouTube, they prefer for you to have one set category or things that fit into one set category. And for me, that's not something that's going on right now. Them views is jumping up and down. 3 hours yesterday. Yeah, 3 hours. But see, for me, I was doing other things. I just had my AirPods on, my AirPod Maxes. So it really wasn't like I was just only focused on live. Like even right now, I'm checking emails on my laptop, and I'm supposed to be making a thumbnail for this. That's what I need to do right now. But I keep it real passive on YouTube. Like, yeah, headphones, the AirPod Maxes, the ones that go over your ears. Where is Adobe? Yeah, it's headphones. Let's see, iPhone mirroring, Adobe Premiere. I have no idea which Adobe to use for thumbnails. Yes, man, it's Epoch Maxes, but Premiere Pro, Media Encoder, Premiere Pro 2025. Guess we gonna learn today. Learn how to use Adobe with at J New Orleans. Eventually, I'll have it set up to where y'all can see my laptop screen while I'm on a laptop. Welcome in to the people who just came in. Even if you don't stay, please just click the like button. That will be your good deed of the day. You can tell your people that you know and your loved ones that you helped out the less fortunate by donating a like. And you probably could write it off on your taxes too. No, this is a movie. I'm still trying to figure this out, y'all, so I can make a thumbnail on this computer. I'm still here, don't worry. Say hi. What's up, Jay's Thoughts? Good morning. Happy Saturday. But yes, morning routines is a big step because once you get a morning routine down and you maintain it, but also have alternatives, because there are going to be times where something may throw you off your routine. You never want to get so stuck on one particular routine that a disruption could just throw off the whole operation. So I definitely think while you building your morning routine, just look at everything. Look at what can make you late. What are your distractions? What are the outside distractions, such as the weather in your area, the traffic in your area, if your vehicle have issues? Keep those things in mind. So if any of those things come to fruition, you don't feel like, I know many people when they have incidents when they first wake up, they throw the whole day away. Oh, the whole day gonna be bad. Oh, it's gonna be a bad day today. Number one, you just messed over yourself, because not the fact that you believe your day is bad, subconsciously you're going to be gravitating towards everything that makes your day bad. I'm opening Pokemon packs right now. You have the physical cards or the digital cards, man. So that's another important thing with morning routines, and also end of day routines too. When you go into bed, and you can switch them up. You don't have to have one set routine. If you have multiple, that gives you more options to switch. And there may even be times where you may miss all of your routines. Don't fret that. Just count that in the books and continue moving on. Just trying to get good ones, physical. Where do you get your Pokemon cards from? That's good to see that they came back out. Well, they've been out, but that's good that they're resurging towards being popular again, because I know that that was something from my childhood in the dinosaur age, that Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and for the real people who really don't play, the Magic the Gathering cards. What's up, Joker? Welcome back again. If y'all could just hit the like button, that's all I require. I'll do the rest for y'all. And in the event that I do grow to having quote unquote a fan base or supporters, which I don't have fans, I'm not anyone to be a fan of, but supporters, I'm gonna call y'all the LLCs, because we business minded over here. Even though I can really go to any subject and talk about anything, but definitely I always want to encourage people to be better than who they currently are. And don't let anything that you were or anything that you've done be a scarlet letter that you wear for the rest of your life, to where you feel like you can't reach certain heights. Because really, people with a past usually are the stronger people in certain situations, because you have more experience when it comes to the dark side and you know how to navigate it, versus someone who always was on the up and up. Those people typically don't know how to handle failure when it happens. So it's good to just get it over with. I got a Blastoise. Oh, Blastoise, that's what's up. So which Pokemon is it on now? I know it was the original Pokemon with Ash. Good morning, Carrie. It was the original Pokemon with Ash. Then they switched to Pokemon Johto. Then I think they went to Kanto. And every time they went to a different Pokemon, they kept having all kinds of variations. But yeah, so with us being the LLCs over here, it's like, it's just encouraging to be better selves. And not to mention, for me, I read a lot, so I don't mind sharing the things that I read. Like, I have a book with me right now that I mentioned yesterday. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. And, it's a lot of knowledgeable stuff in there. Normally, all that stuff. That's good. So, Manic, what's your end goal with the Pokemon? Are you planning to battle with them, or are you just collecting them? How you doing today, Karen? What you up to on this Saturday? This is kind of fun. I feel professional. I got my tripod with the phone propped up. Might as well play video games. Where's the remote control? I don't feel like um, doing anything right now. Do people still collect baseball cards, man? I know at one point they used to collect like sports cards, and one of the famous cards was Walter Payton. People used to pay a lot of money for Walter Payton cards. And also, I don't know if you have a Dollar Tree by Humanic, but Dollar Tree have a lot of Pokemon cards too, so you might be able to find some ones that you're not able to get at the other places. So I'm putting in my binder here today. Throw those wins are worth a lot, and put it in. Just relaxing today. That's good, Karen. I'm relaxing too. I had went to the gym this morning and did leg day. I woke up at 3 on accident, and I just decided to go to the gym. And that's usually what happens with my early workouts. That's why when people pressure themselves to wake up early to work out and feel bad, it's like they'll see me do it and then tell me, "Oh, I wish I could be like you." Baby, I didn't wake up by choice to go to the gym when it's early. I woke up through insomnia, and I just felt like if I'm gonna be laying there, I might as well get up and do something because I'm not going back to sleep. And that's how most of last year I was doing 3 a.m., 4 a.m. workouts because it, for me, it's not full on insomnia. It's just more so waking up too early because I still do get pretty good sleep. So that, and then I'm always cleaning up because my apartment have, I don't know if it's the floors being wood floors or what it is, but it just seemed like it's more prone to dust, and I don't play them type of games. Like, ain't no, I'm actually allergic to dust. Shouldn't be telling y'all that because if you wanted to get rid of me, all you have to do is just put me in a room full of dust and lock the door. But anyways, but so far I haven't really, like, I had a, what did I have? I didn't even make my protein shake yet, actually. So at some point when the sun come up, I'll do it because my blender is like super loud, and I'm conservative when it comes to neighbors and stuff like that. I'm not the person that's gonna be making noise or anything, even though it really wouldn't matter. But I still have manners because I'm a gentleman, allegedly. Normally, I go there. That's good. So where else do you go and get your Pokemon cards from? I also see Target have Pokemon packs too, and you probably can use Rakuten or Ibotta and then find like Pokemon cards that have cashback deals, so you can kind of get more bang for your buck. But what's on the menu today? What are we eating? What y'all cooking? Or what places y'all going to get food and things like that? Matter of fact, I think I might go to. No, I almost thought I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A, but I do not feel like leaving right now. So let me see. Playing this game. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do two birds in one stone. I'm about to get on Twitch right now too on my PlayStation. That way I could be like a real content creator. It's just for me, it's funny how people get flack online for having video games. Like, you're a grown man, you shouldn't have video games. And it's like, if that's the case, why do they make games that are M for mature, which means you got to be 18 or older to play it? I would imagine that, you know, but that's the funny thing about it. That's good though that they strict on that because I know when I was a young warthog, they used to sell M for mature games to anyone because I know I was like 13 and I bought Grand Theft Auto, which was funny because somebody had stole it out the pack. So I had to, when I went to go get a refund to get another one, they were like, "Hold up, where's your parents?" And I'm like, "Excuse me." And it was like, "Where's your parents? This game is 18 and older." And I'm like, "Well, it would. My parents weren't here when I bought it the first time, and I had to get my mama to come in there and do an exchange." She didn't even know what the game was, which is funny because if you know Grand Theft Auto, maybe that was not a game for a 13-year-old. But I mean, it didn't mess me up too much. I know they say that a lot of the kids who commit crimes now they blame it on video games, but I feel like if a person gonna be a criminal, they're just gonna be a criminal. Some things can speed up the process, but if it's in you, it's in you. It's not really anything that can make or break it. But let's see. Also, after the day really gets started, I may or may not go get seafood, and that'll be another thing. I wouldn't mind, like if I had crawfish, I would go live eating crawfish and things like that. But if y'all have anything y'all want me to talk about on here and give either my perspective or do a little research and add facts to it, I'm definitely down to do that because I'm kind of I'm here for stuff that I want to talk about, but I'm also here to interact because it's like if I want people to be viewing stuff that I create, I have to have the people in mind, and that's why I just temperature check very often to see what my audience is because I'm down for whatever seafood sounds good. Yeah, it definitely does. They have this place in New Orleans called Bayou Beer Garden, and they are known for their crawfish, and their crawfish is so good. But I probably just get one platter because I'm really not big on sodium, so I definitely save it for when I'm eating boiled seafood because I know it has a lot of sodium in it. But my sodium intake is funny because my body's so used to me not using sodium that when I do, like I could feel it doing whatever it needs to do to get the excess sodium out. And that's why I always make sure to drink water before I eat seafood and during and after. That way, it's always being rinsed out. You never had seafood, Karen? What kind of? I mean, not seafood, crawfish. What kind of seafood have you had, and what are your thoughts on crawfish? For me, I've never had oysters or what is it? Yeah, oysters, and it's amazing because people who eat oysters, you would think that I stepped on their brand new Jordans when I tell them that I don't eat oysters because they'll become so offended. Like, oh my God, you've never had oysters before? Like, for me, if it's people I that haven't had something that I enjoy, I'm not about to just think crazily of them because it's not like we as people eat the exact same thing. Like we literally all have different taste buds, allergies, and etc. I like shrimp, Karen, but I like shrimp when I make it, and because very few places that I've been to out here in New Orleans have shrimp that are not gummy. Like some of the seafood places, if they have those heat lamps, I don't know why they don't know that, but the with shrimp you cannot have shrimp under stuff like that because the shrimp will continue cooking, and that's what ends up happening. So every now and then, if I find a place that do shrimp made to order and it's fresh when you get it, I'll rock with them because the texture will be, chewable. It won't be like gum. It's like and gummy shrimp are so annoying because when you're trying to get it out the shell, it's breaking up the whole time, like a bad relationship. Let's see, posture attacks. So for me, I love shrimp, but when it comes to buying, I usually will get crawfish, blue crabs, and every now and then when I'm feeling like King Lear, I'll have some crab claws and crab clusters and all of that other stuff. But that's another thing too. Some places I don't know, like this place near my house, all I could get is gumbo from them. because the crawfish is usually reheated, which is horrible. The shrimp is gummy, and then also what else they have that be messed up. Basically, their seafood just you got to be lucky to go there and have decent seafood because the texture is just going to be all over the place. But the good thing about out here is so many seafood places in competition that the prices really don't go too far because they competed with each other. Let me see. Retrieve the papers. They're in Yamashiro, center of Kyoto. Oh, that's right here. Scout objective. We found them. My go-to is shrimp. What other do you have any other foods that's your favorite, Karen? That's outside of seafood? Or, let's see. My go-to is shrimp. Um, you know what? I might do come on camera for y'all. Let's see how much light I can get in here. And I'm gonna have to put on I put on for my city. I put on for my city. Do y'all have any trips planned or any places that y'all want to visit on a trip? Or like what's going on? Let me see. And I don't feel like putting a hat on so y'all get to see my forehead in its true form of the forehead. Let's see. And okay, let me see. My go-to is shrimp. Did I turn it on? Not me, somebody. Grandpa. Okay, and flip. There we go. Let's see. Green screen. That is so funny. Okay, so now I'm on camera, and shrimp and fish, the only fish basics, the only meat I eat. Oh, so you're a pescatarian? That's good. For me, I'm a pescatarian plus chicken. Really, only white meat. Like I love breast and wings, love them, and I love how filling it can be at times. With fish, good morning. We're early. I see. Good morning, Crystal. Yeah, I had went to the gym, showered, and I was like, let me talk to my people on this good old Saturday. After the shower, I was like, I am clean. I am clean. I am clean. And then for a bonus, I brushed my teeth too because even though we're live, it's like I still feel like I need to smell good. Like if y'all can smell me, but yeah, with chicken, I like chicken because of the protein amount. And with fish, I like meaty fish like salmon. And I try to experiment with the other fishes, but what I've noticed with some of them, like with flounder, flounder don't have any taste to it. So you literally have to season it and do whatever and do magic and do cooking craft and all of this other stuff to get it to a decent texture or whatever. I had coffee. What kind of coffee? Was it espresso? But in a second, I'm gonna make my protein shake. But I know it's loud, so what I'll probably do when I'm making it is mute the mic, and then from there, like just show y'all what I put in there. I guess like an impromptu wake up with Jay New Orleans. I fell in love with catfish. I love the way they cook catfish out here. Like catfish is probably the only fish that I really like. I'll eat it fried because I'm not really a fried diet or laid to the side kind of guy, except when it comes to Chick-fil-A. And I really don't eat them that much because, as far as fried, because I don't know, all of them different ingredients and some of their fried stuff is like, that's not cool. Thank you for saying that. Oh my God, when I purchased flounder, it had no flavor whatsoever. I just rinsed it off and used the fish fry. I'm playing a video game, but yes, flounder. And after I tried flounder and that happened, I'm like, you know what? Hold up your horses. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. You mess with salmon, you mess with tilapia, you mess with catfish, and all of that. Like if I was to try another one of those things, I would be more intentional, and I definitely would marinate it because marinating is not optional. No, I'm not purchasing flounder anymore. Yeah, I felt, I don't know, I felt so many different emotions eating that flounder, and I thought, and this is before the COVID was out. If it would have been COVID time, I would have thought that I had it because, baby, the way that didn't have no flavor, and I'm like, this should be free. They should not sell something that don't have flavor because why am I paying to eat paper? I literally could just get a sheet of paper out my printer and eat that if I wanted to. Yes, catfish has a like catfish, salmon, and a few other people. They have a nice underlying flavor to it. Like even with salmon, I know the streets be saying that salmon have a fishy taste, but that is only if you eat the skin. If you don't have the skin on salmon, it doesn't have a fishy taste. It really takes the flavor of however you like whatever you put on it, and that's the thing or whatever. But yes, flounder. I see why he was the best friend on Little Mermaid because he's meant to be a companion and not to be eaten. So we need to start a petition for them to stop wasting all of the good old flounder from under the great blue sea. Because I'm sure it probably don't get purchased unless it's just one of those people who don't care about flavor and they care about whatever the nutritional value is. No, I don't eat the skin. I take the skin off. I don't even take the skin off. I get skinless salmon. Like I literally just gave away a pack of salmon because when I did the grocery pickup, they gave me skin on, and I know how to get the skin off, but I feel like I came too far in life to still be having to peel skin off a fish. Like I feel like I should be getting paid for that if I have to do that, not for free. Not to mention, like they have a Chili's by me, so if I really wanted salmon, I can go and you know, get it from Chili's, allegedly, because they service be real bad. They service be real bad at Chili's. So let's see. So what y'all have planned today? And are y'all excited about any concerts, movies, festivals, or anything like that in y'all city or to a city near you or something? And that's it. Let's see. And it is 33 minutes. I don't know why I always say let's see when I'm thinking. Even when I did call center work, I'll be in the middle of doing something and they big on not having dead air. And I'll just be saying, let me see. I'm like, these people probably think this dumb dingbat don't know what he's talking about. Well, depending on what chili you go to, the one I has been great. Chili's overall, I love them. Like in town, out of town, but there is something about Mary. That's a movie. Nah, there's something about New Orleans because, in my opinion, all of the franchise places out here are piss poor except Chick-fil-A's. And some of the Chick-fil-A's out here, some of the people don't tell you my pleasure. So that's how you know you're in New Orleans. They don't even follow protocol out here. Now, a lot of the local owned places are unique enough to where they probably give you good experiences. But the chain places out here, like Applebee's out here, baby, that food be looking like them people was twerking when they made your plate. And then a lot of the food be looking like they ate off of it. So and it's common, like if y'all have any review websites that y'all use, go look up some of the chain places in New Orleans. Look up the McDonald's in New Orleans, the Popeyes, the Burger Kings, the Chili's, the Applebee's, the if Red Lobster's still open, if Olive Garden's still open. Y'all are gonna see one star for all of them, and it's gonna be hundreds of reviews, so you know it's real. It ain't no one tough customer that said I'm gonna leave a bad review. Baby, the streets know. So if it wasn't for me being someone who traveled and lived in other cities, I wouldn't. And I based these businesses off of my experience out here. I wouldn't mess with none of them, even though I don't mess with Burger King or McDonald's or Popeyes. But you know, I used to eat Popeyes, but they food now when I eat it from me eating clean for so long, all I taste is salt because actually they had TLC and Universal. They were great, but depending on what they had TLC and Universal. TLC and Universal. What's TLC? Is that a business or is that the R&B group? And Universal, is that Universal theme park? And let's see, who's the chess? And where is the person on here? I should hold it up like this. That's funny. That is funny. We live in five. But I find though, what I like, oh, the group TLC, actually they had TLC and Universal. They were great. Yes, the theme park. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Like, is that recent that they had TLC performing? I definitely wouldn't mind going to see them perform. They bring a lot of nostalgia to me because they a lot of their songs. When I think of the '90s, I think of them, or when I hear them, I think of the '90s. But let's see. I know out here it's festival season, so like right now, you should have been in Rocky Love last night. Rocky? You mean Roxy? It was on March 29th. If you talking about Roxy, I was in there. I had fell asleep. That's why I woke up early because I fell asleep. Like my night routine is so relaxing that I'm liable to just pass out. Like literally, especially if I'm relaxing when I'm doing something. Like I love night routines and morning routines. I think we all should have them, and we also should include the distractions so we don't miss them and things like that. But out here, they have French Quarter Festival, Jazz Festival is coming up, and then in certain parts of the state, they have Crawfish Festival, Gumbo Festival, Strawberry Festival. I wish they had a Section 8 Festival because I definitely would go there. But yeah, it's so many festivals out here right now. Okay, let's see. I'm supposed to be finding somebody on here. I guess I just start a fight with all these people. I'm bored on this game. The game ain't bored, but I'm just lost, so I'll just have fun. So there was this one person that said that if it wasn't for Peach, that they wouldn't have anything to talk about. As far as on YouTube, I mean, we all have things to talk about. I think that translating it into content is where some people may have difficulties because, like, if we passionate about something, like with the McIntyre person, it's easy to be passionate about what she has going on because a lot of it is polarizing things that's happening. And then it's involving kids, it's involving marriages, it's involving her family members and just it's and then for her it's like she's somebody that is just entertaining. So yeah, it definitely is easy. And then with her being someone who posts a lot of content, it gives you a lot of chances to discuss it. But I mean, we could talk about a lot of things. That's why they be telling people who going through stuff to just come online because that's what you could talk about. And because the thing with the internet is so many people on the internet that they're gonna be, in my opinion, at least 1,000 people who could relate to whatever you say, no matter what it is, or no matter how the people around you. Hey, Auntie, good morning. Good morning. It was buzzing their ass straight out, and it was buzzing. Wait, so like, was it people from the Shade Brigade that was over there, or was it? Or I'm confused as far as like what was going on. But I mean, honestly, I think, oh, cussing. So who was cussing who? Was the people cussing Roxy out, or was Roxy cussing the people out, or was the people cussing each other out? I mean, I don't understand all of that for me because I support people and I like people on here and I like people on just, musicians, politicians, and different things. But there's never a point where if a person is saying negative things about a person that I think positively of in a online space that you are going to see me involve myself. Well, that was a absolute lie. Because I mean, if I'm on a live with someone and they have a troll in there, I might start roasting them. But that's just me making sure that I still got it. Making sure my roasting skills ain't left me. But other than that, like I don't care what these people say. They had somebody named Fernando in here earlier talking about I'm not going to watch. And I'm like, I mean, you in here like, okay, I guess, that's for me, I like it because when people get negativity or when people give negativity, they are used to the person receiving it to just crash out or to just be so disrupted or their whole mood shift or like if they were talking about something to throw them off subject. And for me, it's like I don't care about any of that. It's too much love in the world for me to be giving energy to hate. Like it would take a lot for me to feel like I need to respond to someone online because I'm more of a hands-on person. So baby, online don't serve me no, and I'm not even about that no more. I'm a peaceful man now. But but other than that, that's how we grew up though. Like they taught us, which is bad, but they taught us that when you have problems, you just fight it out. So like all that talking and stuff, it just be like if we can't have a conversation where there's understanding going on, I'm not about to have a conversation. And the internet is a free place as of now, so where we could say whatever we want. And I feel like if people really care about the lady with the swollen neck, when you see people talking negative about her, instead of going back and run tell that or trying to engage with the people who doing it, go and show her love. Go send her a cash app or go watch her videos and make sure you go like every video you didn't like. I feel like that's wasted energy when people who fan of somebody give energy to people who are not a fan of them. Because with the way the internet work is that whether you like or dislike something, if you engage with it, you just pushed it further. And what ends up happening too is that if you engage with enough content on any of these social media websites, it starts showing the people who follow you the same content. So while their goal is to try to give people a hard time and oh y'all hating on Gorder and y'all jealous and whatever, it's like if we use our brains, if you making YouTube content and you getting views and you get to a certain point of subscribers, you then getting paid. So now money's involved. So it's not personal for the people who dragging for plum. They making money. So I mean, at the end of the day, shit. If people want to make a reaction page about me, if you making money, shout out to you. I really don't care because it's not doing me any harm. It's not causing any. It's not turning my AC off from 70, even because I keep it on 70. But let me see. I see you be roasting the trolls in your chat the other night. They didn't say nothing. They probably be blocked over there. The reason they be on your lives, it's a lot of plays going on because them trolls be in your chat heavy like soon as the live start. Yeah, they do. And I mean, but for me, it's not. I think that what people don't realize about the way live work now is that it is not just like for people who may be having content about Goiter, it's not just trolls from her. Like soon as you go live, people pop up. Like for me, the first 10 minutes, it said 17 people was in here, even though most of them didn't say anything. But And if they do, I think they gauge how you respond to stuff because the first troll that said something, I just, it was funny talking to him. And I think that once the other people seen that, they left because if I would have been going back and forth with Fernando, then the other trolls would have joined in because they like, oh, we got us one. Because people like to get you out your skin. Like literally, like how gaslighting is a popular word now. That actually is a behavior that people can display at any time. You don't have to be a serial gaslighter to gaslight people. Like in any situation, when you're purposely doing things with the intention of triggering somebody, that's gaslighting. What they said. He said something. He was saying something about he ain't watching and he not subscribing. Like Fernando was just telling me stuff that I didn't ask because I guess once I seen 17 people, I mentioned that they can just like the video. They don't even have to stay if they don't want to, and they don't even have to subscribe, but just like the video because that helps. And Fernando was like, "I'm not liking anything," but he stayed in the live for like a long periodically time and was commenting for a while. But for me, I really don't care about that. But for me also, I don't expect people to be unbothered because with us, we have emotions. Feelings are meant to be felt. For me, I'm just a different breed because I felt so much that I really don't feel the need to feel anymore if it's not necessary. Like I'm more intentional with what I give my emotions to. When it comes to situations like this is the internet. Like literally anyone could be seeing this right now or anyone could be seeing it later. So if I know that I'm putting myself out here, especially with my face and my first name, I have to have the understanding that anything I say or do could be used against me in the court of law. Not really, but well, technically, yeah, but that's a whole different story. Not even a court of law, more of a civil court. But I mentioned some of that later. Right, I had my first troll under one of my posts that was from April 7th. Yeah, people on the internet, and then we also have to remember, like I said yesterday, and this may be something I say every day in a live. When you think about all of the crazy people or people that we find weird or crazy in public or that we've worked with, or for women, that weird guy that followed you in the store, we have to realize on the internet, those people are here too. Just like we here and we feel like we regular, normal, or whatever we feel about ourselves, every single weirdo is online now. Because at one point it wasn't something that everybody was into, but now social media is so integrated into society that damn near everything, every business wants you to follow them on this or subscribe to this and you get a discount, or if you watch our videos, you can know when we have deals. So a lot of us are online by force. And we have to understand that we sharing this with all kinds of people. Like they said, my chicken wings look nasty. It didn't matter because it got over 1,000 views. Yeah, it's sad that people could be rude like that. Like I'm, you never going to see my page under anybody thing saying anything negative against them. Like if they're talking about something negative and I agree with the negativity, then yes, that is the negativity that I will be having in the comments. But I'm never gonna go tell nobody nothing mean like that. Like that's just wrong. But that just shows you that we are in some times to where you have a lot of good people, but it's people who do horrible things to where it makes everyone feel like everyone is horrible. And that also makes people lower their standards because if we up here thinking everyone is bad and everyone is going to cheat on you and every friend is going to use you, when you get lonely, you're going to end up just settling for that because you feel like that's the norm and that there's nothing else out there. And that's not the truth. There are people. For me, I do not call myself a good person by far. But however, the streets say I'm a good person. And as y'all can see, I'm pretty chill. I'm not really like a person who try to be disrespectful, especially as a man, to be disrespectful to women or to try to shame people for stuff. The only thing I'm gonna shame people for is being broke. And being broke does not mean that you make a certain amount of money. When I say being broke, I mean literally doing things with money that serves you no purpose, and it results in the fact that you are always out of money, and it's to the point of you looking at people around you who are better with money and feeling like they owe you their money even though you are never going to give them your money, and you don't really look out for them like that. That is what broke is to me. Oh, that's okay. Welcome back, Auntie. And everyone in here, all 400 of y'all, you gotta, when you manifesting, you gotta be delusional. So all 400 of y'all, if y'all could click the like, I appreciate that. And I'm playing the game right now for the people who want to know what am I looking at, because that would be very psychotic to be watching a movie while talking nonstop. And that is another funny thing. I am not even talkative on a regular day because for me, I really just be chilling. But when I have things to say, I know how to speak. So, Auntie, how you doing today? What you ate? What you cooking? What you got planned? It's already 7 o'clock. Dang, 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm on YouTube, live in the streets. I'm always coming up with songs. I need to make sure I don't freestyle and somebody steal my stuff now. Because in my mind, I'm the king of rap and the king of pop. I'm good. I'm going to hang out with my nieces from VA. That's what's up. It's always fun to have out of town family in town. And it's like every moment is so beautiful. Even just like laughing or just sitting somewhere. I love sentimental time with people. Anyone who I could spend time with and just enjoy the fact that we spending time together, I enjoy that. And that's why I like being busy, because it's easier to enjoy time with people when you're busy, because when you're free, you less likely to just be wasting time on things. I think at 7:30, I'm gonna make the protein shake. I love my crazy family and friends. Yeah, I love God. I love God. Do you love God? I don't know why I thought about that song. That's funny. Yep. I think today I may see if one of my close friends, if she's free. I know she's a business owner, so usually she has things going on. So I'll just see if she's free, and then if she is, I make her a part of the journey to go get the seafood, some crawfish or something. Good morning, my journey. Happy Saturday. God is my reason for being. Amen. Amen. Definitely. I really don't have family out of town no more because a lot of them moved back, or they yeah, they moved back. But I miss having family out of town because it definitely would be fun to go to a different city and see family at the same time. Hey, mind journey. Hi, chat. Everyone, double tap the screen, like, comment, and subscribe because it looked like every day I might be going live. I don't know. But this is just me keeping my algorithm going because I feel like I don't post enough shorts. And I'm seeing that YouTube is like they really are big on you making content that's gonna keep people keeping the app open. That's all social media is when people, if you have stuff that can bring people in and keep people using the app and watching the ads and all of that, they look at that. So I wish all mine would move back. Yeah, that definitely is. That's a strong feeling to have because it's like either they might not move back or they don't have plans to, or like if you miss them enough to think about moving to their city, that might not work as well. Like I know my mother, she lives in Houston, and people they say they miss her, but it's crazy because I'm the only person who go visit her. It is like they be trying to buck her head up to move out here, but it's like, why would I move somewhere to people and y'all don't even rock with me when I'm not there? So she definitely won't be moving back, but I probably move back to Texas. But I don't know. I honestly really don't want to keep living in the same cities over and over again. I really would prefer to live in a city I never lived in and make that like a every year thing, like every 2 years. Yeah, and not to mention, Auntie, Houston has a much better economy than Louisiana. Like this city, well, New Orleans. When I say this city, it have ghost town qualities. It's like it's alive, but it's dead at the same time. So many businesses are closing, which that's everywhere. But out here, it hits harder because they don't have anything replacing most of these businesses. And they even have one part of the city that has no grocery stores, none. Like Walmart is holding on by the skin of its lace front. And I think when Dixie might have went out of business because all of the ones near me closed. But that's a good opportunity if they had someone with money or with equity or with business credit, they could start a grocery store in that area of the city and they would make so much money because people have to go all the way to different sides of town. And I think that's something too that people miss when we think about businesses. I don't I know that a lot of the inner city cities in the country have that issue with food deserts where they don't have nearby grocery stores. And that is such an easy lick for someone who is into business to fill that void because that's something that people need. I live in a town with no grocery store, 30 minutes drive. Oof. Is it 30 minutes on the highway or is it like red lights? Okay, bro, if you can do that, then why don't you? Because right now, I have to be out here until all of this stuff is over. The stuff that happened 2 years ago is still going on. So that's why I'm out here because all of my doctors and physical therapists and people who treating the injury, they out here. So in a sense, I'm technically trapped, but I don't look at it as that because that would definitely turn me into the miserable people, which I try to stay away from the miserable people out here and the mosquitoes because the mosquitoes could give you misery from the miserable people because if it suck your blood, then suck they if it suck their blood, then suck your blood, then you end up miserable. But in the meantime, I do still try to travel when I can, and even when I'm in my local city, I try to try new restaurants because it's actually, according to the people, not me, New Orleans have over 1,000 restaurants, which is believable because just within my little zip code is like about 80 or 90 different restaurants that I be seeing. And now that we have the Hispanic population out here, we have a lot of Hispanic options too, which when I was in Texas, I love me some Tex-Mex, which is Texas. It's a mixture of Texas style with Mexican influence. So, yep. But what do y'all have going on today? What do y'all want me to discuss? I have the book here. If y'all want me to tell y'all about the book. Oh my gosh. Look, green screen ain't a joke. Oh, I got shot on the game. Oh, let's see. I might as well just show y'all that. Well, keep dipping out on long vacays every chance you get. Definitely. And I also try to do staycations as well to find because for me, there is a lot of improvement that this city could have, but there's also a lot of beauty. Like there's this place I've been eyeing that have wellness pods, and with the wellness pods is soundproof, and you could either have music playing, or you can just have complete silence, and you're floating on salt water, and salt water has chemical healing properties in it. And I want to try that. And not I want to, I will. Because that's one thing too. I always make sure if I slip and say I want to, I change my word into I will. Because this is our reality. And if we made in God's image, that means that we are able to speak the direction we going in our life. And then if we speak it and believe it and have the action for it, we unstoppable. Word to the juggernaut. So that, and then I definitely wouldn't mind doing staycations out here because they do have some nice hotels that I will want to experience. Or I might just wait until I move away, and then when I visit, I go there. But it's all kinds of museums and festivals, and I find since I've been elite with Yelp, they always have events, and once you become an elite Yelper from doing reviews consistently, you get invited to the events for free, and a lot of times you get to go to restaurants for free because the restaurants is trying to get all of the elite people to be like influencers for them. And with Yelp, it's not like YouTube or Instagram or TikTok to where to become elite, you got to do 1,000 reviews and people got to follow you on there, subscribe to you. You can just do reviews of places that you've been to already, and I guarantee you, after you do about maybe 5 to 10 or 20 reviews, somebody gonna end up messaging you on there asking you to become an elite member. And it's not a scam. That's actually legit. And it's not, you don't pay anything. All they want is just your participation in visiting places. And even if you don't do that, you still could be elite. Because I haven't been to not one elite event with Yelp, but I've been elite since 2016. Not consecutively though. I missed a few years because when I was offshore, I wasn't doing any reviews. But I love staycations. Have a secret spot by the river we love. Oh yes, there's nothing better than having something that's special to you that only you and the people who you share it with know about. Like, because I believe that we all should have a happy place to where no matter how stressful life get, if we go to that place or if we listen to that music, is that a mosquito? The ghetto? How mosquito get in here? What type of project stuff is this? Anyway, so you have a happy place, and like for me, I have happy places physically, and then I also have happy places in songs. So whenever I really am not able to pick myself up, I just either go physically to the happy place or chill because I'm always alone. So I just use my alone time to regroup, recharge, and release. So, oh, dang, I just died. Ah, okay. I love staycations. They have some places out here too that would be good for like when people if people visiting and they came during non Mardi Gras and non Essence. It's some ducked off type places with beautiful views to where you can stay near the French Quarters and maybe go look at the river, watch the sunrise or the sunset, have beignets, even though, wow, I do that too. Mental getaways are great. Yes, definitely. A lot of people, like with our mental health, I look at the brain and everything that comes with it as our transmission. And just like a vehicle, when a vehicle have a bad transmission, it still drives, but it's definitely going to give you some issues. It might not be able to go in reverse. It might not be able to go over 20 miles per hour. And that's the same thing for our mental. When we running low consistently for a long time, it's like everything is not good. We not doing good at work. We not being present for our loved ones. We cooking food that we good at cooking, and we burning it. Mental health is so important, and that's why I just wish so many people had some form of therapy because the therapist is preferred in my opinion, but we can actually do therapy through other things. It's really just the practice of understanding our emotions and giving ourselves grace and also understanding that it's okay to not be okay. And when we have emotions that we deem to be negative, instead of fighting them and trying to push them off, understanding why we felt that way, and depending on why we feel that way, how can we prevent it in the future? Or if it's not preventable, just come to understanding that we're gonna feel that way because of whatever it is. Because a lot of mental health issues is because people are ashamed of their emotions and their thoughts, and it's like, you know, we shouldn't be ashamed because we human, number one, and we are emotional people. Like a lot of our things we do as humans are emotion based, whether we admit it or not. Like that's why, in my instance, I really be big on managing my emotions. Like I understand why I feel certain ways about stuff, but I don't let it be the reason I do things. Because if I acted off emotion, baby, I would be Thanos. Half of everything gotta go, even me. But so I mean, I find too though that a lot of people they overshare their emotions with the wrong people, and those people in turn make them feel less of themselves, especially if it's someone that they who they value their opinion. And that's why it's like it's a risky thing looking up to people, or a risky thing just asking anybody for advice and being judged by that. Like it actually bothers me when I see people who express themselves freely and people judge them, or people try to berate them for that, because all that's going to do is make that person feel like people ain't to be trusted. I can be over emotional at times. How do you handle that when you over emotional? Do you try to fight it, or do you just let it? Do you just ride out the feelings? Well, this game is crazy. They telling me to go somewhere, but then they telling me I can't go there. That's crazy. We have to hurry and find Mona before Gordon begins his attack. So let me show y'all the game. Let's see if y'all can see it. Wait. Keep in mind, there we go. Keep in mind, I'm I'm a Stone Age, so I really don't know. But yep. So other than that, and it's been 67 minutes. Time flies when you having fun. Y'all really making fun, and that's what I love. Like quality over quantity. It could be two people in here, and it really feel like I'm in a room with y'all talking to y'all, and that's why for me, because for me, if I do become official on here, it would be so hard to be trying to multitask and read them comments, because people with a lot of subscribers, them comments be flying so fast. I'm like, dang. I'm always shocked when they able to keep up with it. I wonder if I could do a split screen to where it show both cameras at the same time. We should do a movie watch night. I wonder if I could do that on here. You know, they be strict with the copywritten stuff and things like that. But I think that I've seen people do it, like where they do reviews and they'll play the whole movie, but they end up pausing so many times, I guess, to not get copywritten or something like that. But I think that on Station Head, that's possible. Like if people had the same streaming app, and then I think you could do like a group watch on that, and then simultaneously be on Station Head to kind of like give live feedback on the movie. What movies would you want to see if we were able to do that? Yeah, I am not good at losing. Baby, it's time for the protein shake. It's time for the protein shake. Yeah, I'm about to make the protein shake right now. Gotta get on up. My nephew have them watch the movie at the same time and they talk about it. Yeah, that's a good idea. There's some really good movies out there. especially on Netflix. At one point, I had lost hope in them because I felt like they kept raising their prices, but they wasn't raising their quality. I'm like, hold up, let me find out y'all the Hamburglar from McDonald's keep raising y'all prices, but their movies have actually gotten better. So maybe they might have used that money of raising the Netflix prices to be able to afford better actors, or not better actors, but like more notable actors. Because I don't want, I don't want to low rate the people who they already have. Because a lot of those people are good, but I also find it lazy with a lot of movies. Because the fact that y'all done spent all this money and all this time to create a movie, but the script be so trash. It's like Chat GPT could have did a better job sometimes. That's why I just watch movies just for the fact of watching the movie, because sometimes getting emotionally invested into a movie, it leads to disappointment. Okay, so let's see. Turn the light on. Oh, and we'll do it right here. Okay, so we're getting set up. And wait, can you see the blender? Let me turn on all the lights. Turn on the lights. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking for. Wait. Oh, it's on backwards. That's why I'm so goofy, man. Okay, so this is the blender base right here, and I love old history movies. Me too. I like all kinds of movies, and I like movies that I can take something from it. So like even if the movie bad, I could take something from it. I like that. Okay, so I added water, and I'm about to add protein. I usually do creatine too, but my creatinine levels are too high right now. Well, it's not too high, but it's just high. And what creatinine is the byproduct of creatine, which is used for muscle. Well, first of all, let me read from here because I don't want to give false information. It's clinically proven for physical and mental performance, health and memory cognition, increase energy and endurance, lean body mass, reduce frequency of injuries, reach your goals faster, improve cognitive function, and experience the power of instantized creatine monohydrate with Smart Creatine, the cleanest and purest creatine monohydrate on the planet. Our advanced formula offers 100% soluble creatine without any bloating or gritty taste. And this is the brand. Have you seen Feast of All Saints? No, which service is that on? Like, is that on Netflix or HBO Max or something? I'm actually shocked because I used to be anti streaming service and I was the king of them free websites. But I realized it only take a few dollars to save time. I don't eat healthy, but I should at my age. What do you like? Do you drink a lot of water? Do you eat green vegetables and things like that? I really think that it depends because the way that society goes with the stuff they putting in food is like even the things that we label healthy to a certain extent has something harmful, especially like produce. They have pesticides and preservatives and all that other stuff. I just think that for people that as long as we know what we eating, just like with money, as long as you know what you're spending, that's the best place to start. Like if you know that maybe you can add more vitamins or add more fiber or add leafy greens, you still can enjoy whatever you eating, but just make sure that your vitamin levels, because that's really important. Vitamin levels could lead to so much. This is strawberry and banana. I found that this mix is the best because I actually got tired of the berry stuff. And I just poured this in there because at one point I used to just put the powder in here and then put the almond milk separately because this is an almond milk and protein powder. But I found that the powder would get very clunky and it just wouldn't mix. And since today is Saturday, I'm going to add Greek yogurt to it. I usually do spinach. You know what? I will do spinach because I have too much spinach. I'm going to do some spinach. You also got to watch how much you put in there because when you put the lid on, if you got too much, it's going to overflow. I don't use ice because the frozen fruit really it does its big one, so it would kind of be redundant to have ice in it. But what I'm going to end up doing is getting a bigger blender because I feel restricted with that size of a blender because I really be wanting to definitely. And this is how it looks with the spinach. And let's see. That would be funny though if I just did this, just be live all day and just be living life. But if any of my people go live, or if any of y'all go live, or if any of y'all post content, and that's another thing. Whenever y'all post content, um, if I haven't did nothing in a while, just let me know. Oh, this is this. I just let y'all see that. I'm gonna mute it for a second so it don't be loud. Okay, I'm gonna take it off and shake it up a little bit because sometimes it needs a little push to really mix up. Even though I could add more water, because one thing about almond milk is thick. But yeah, so I definitely like supporting y'all on here and making sure I be looking through. What I don't like though about YouTube is that I subscribe to y'all, right? And yeah, I subscribe to y'all. But when I'm scrolling down my timeline, my regular timeline, it's mainly people I don't follow on there. And my thing is, what is the point of me? What is the point of me subscribing to people if y'all gonna show me buku people I don't know? I could see if once I seen everything y'all posted, and then it switches over to people I don't know. But I don't like that. That be the first people I see, and I got to keep scrolling to find my people. So what I do is I go to the subscription page and I go. It shows everybody in order of who posted the most recent, and that's how I keep up with people. Also, actually, Auntie, I meant to tell you too. Your video actually been playing in my room. Let me see if it's still on. Your Rain Sounds video. When I woke up, I turned it on, and as I was getting ready for the gym, it was on. And yeah, baby, I'm running your watch hours up. I said 3 hours. Let's go. We in there. We definitely in there. And I actually will too use my other page that I haven't really built up correctly and start supporting that too. That way it's double support just in case YouTube limit how many times one person can watch a video. That way it's bam, bam, bam. Yeah, you're welcome, Auntie. It's no problem. I've been even before I've been in people comments, I've been like really encouraging on YouTube. But for me, I think that's just me. I like encouraging people. That feels better than tearing people down for me. Oh, it's so loud. Let me mute that. There we go. It's done, y'all. It is done. It was loud though. I have on noise canceling headphones, so the fact that I heard that, I knew it was real loud. Let me mute this TV. Okay, so now we have that. Thank you. Yesterday I said that I reached my daily limit on how many times I can post. How many times did you post, Crystal? I'm gonna have to go look at y'all posts. I'll continue doing that though. The fact that we all communicate a lot, it's easy for me to remember to go look at y'all stuff. But I also too don't like how YouTube, you tell it to turn notifications on for people, and it picks and chooses who it wants to do it for. Because I have notifications turned on for pretty much everyone I follow, and I have the all, not the personalized, not the custom. I have all, and literally, it is only two people that I get notifications to my phone on my screen. So that's how I know that my settings are correct. That because at one point I had YouTube turned off completely to where I didn't get any notifications, even for comments on my stuff because it was just too much. But I switched it, and it's still the same way. I have no idea, like six or something. That's awesome, Crystal. That's definitely awesome. Let's see. I can sit here. That is definitely awesome. Woo. Let me go see. While I'm here now, let me go get one of these devices. So got the got the MacBook. Let's see. I'm gonna look at it. I don't get none of mine. I have set up for lives and see if y'all are there. Yeah, that's what I do too. Like for I go to the subscription thing when I'm looking to see if y'all live, and that's how I know when people live because that area does a better job of telling me. Because every time that Yo-Yo saying that if you wanted to get, you got to do like 5 shorts or something. That and then also too, yeah, that and it helps too if you post about stuff that's already viral. And what they used to tell me when I was studying YouTube, they always said look at viral videos and still they title and still they hashtag. That's all. And it's not even stealing though. Stealing would have to be something that somebody, I guess, own, but that's the terminology they use. So I don't know. That's the fire from the other day. I like this. I'm gonna have to play around with this to get used to this. This is crazy. Let me see. Um, there we go. Me at the gym. That's what actually when I worked at the gym. Hey Karen, I had to step away. I'm back. Welcome back. Oh, here we go. So let me see. I'm gonna go to Crystal page, Coachman. There we go. Oh, I'm not even subscribed. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Crystal. What the hell? What the helly? Okay.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens.
Man, I'm trying to show you the screen. This is ghetto. Highlight save to your channel as unlisted video. Oh my God. I'm pressing all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to show you I'm watching your video, Crystal. Oh my God. Okay, back to the green screen. This is fun. I just press a button. Well, let me turn it off. Let me turn my volume off too. But I just pressed the button and it said it saved the last 5 minutes of my video. So let me make sure I make these 5 minutes 5 minutes of fame. Let me stop. Um, Let's see. Favorite things. Here I go. My two favorite beverages. Um, I don't think you're doing anything wrong because I see this kind of content from a lot of people. The only thing I could suggest maybe and would just be a default picture because I do find that websites, when you don't have default pictures on social media websites, a lot of times, like on Twitter, people get shadow banned when they don't have pictures. So like if somebody trying to look for you, it don't show up. I love those. I just guess folks like to hate. I know it's ridiculous. No, Crystal, I don't agree. I don't think people like to hate. What happens is you are currently emotionally invested in growing your channel, and the fact that your emotions are there and you're like looking for your work to have a return. I think that with the engagement being negative, that can be discouraging to you. But I also think that the approach to YouTube is something that we have to understand, and I had to learn this. So I'm talking to myself and you, is that nothing is guaranteed on here. The only thing that's guaranteed is you, and you putting in your effort. That's the only guarantee you have. So I've seen in my newsfeed the other day one of my shirts I just posted. Yeah. So and then like honestly, oh, what is shadow ban? Shadow ban is where you still have your page, but you don't show up in stuff. Like how if you go look on your explore page, you will see random people with shadow ban. That person is not going to do that. Or like in Yo-Yo instance, with Yo-Yo, we supposed to get notifications when she go live. The fact that my notifications is turned on for her and I don't get it, that would lead me to believe that it's possible she may be shadow banned on here. I've seen in my newsfeed. Oh, I just read that. Okay, so let me finish looking. And yeah, yeah, but Crystal, you have some very good stuff. You have some good looking food, really good looking food. If it wasn't for semaglutide, I definitely would say I was hungry. But but just keep it up. Keep it up. It only take one video or one post for people to see things. But I also find too people who make it look easy on here. As far as like the people who just make it look easy, a lot of times they be clickbaiting. They definitely clickbait, but you have potential, and I'm letting your sharks play too, Crystal. So I'm running your runtime up right now, and I'm gonna comment on this one. Ain't I still had your video on the laptop too. I see that it's right here. Sleep, 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 Carolina Rain. Baby, we in there. And then the good thing about it too though, all of y'all, is the fact that it's so many of us supporting each other. If we continue to do that, we're gonna end up tricking the algorithm. So kind of like what Yo-Yo doing, she really breaking a barrier with having all of us support each other the way we do, because when we a regular person and so many people start viewing us, that pushes us in the algorithm. So the fact that it's so many of us in this group of supporting each other, if we all just continue, keep going, and then making sure that we have a niche and also checking before we post, because the settings area on YouTube Studio, if you go to advanced settings for your videos, you're going to see all kinds of stuff. And also make sure to put whether or not your video is for kids or not, because I find that when I don't answer that on stuff, it technically doesn't really go nowhere. That's some crazy mess. Yeah, Crystal Food makes me hungry. Heck yeah, Yo-Yo is a genius. Yeah, that's why I be telling Yo-Yo she a threat, because the fact that she's doing that, what people generally do is they get a bunch of supporters, they manipulate them into having this undying love, unconditional love for them. They profit off of them, and then they sell dreams to them, and then that's it. But with Yo-Yo, she's not only able to monetize her craft, but she's also willing to be available to help other people monetize their own craft. Because out of the people I've seen who have these classes, she probably is the only person I've seen that has given useful information and has actually looked at the people who need her information and customized it in ways that can help them. She like the other people out there, they definitely be scamming because I have somebody's e-guide from a few years ago, and that was a bunch of chicken scratch. It was like kitty stuff. Make a username, upload a video, smile, pick a title, steal titles from other people. And it's like, and you charging hundreds of dollars for this, even though when I got it, it was only $1. But it's like people really, people like Yo Yo all need to be protected because what she doing is really nice. Okay, and I see your video with the shrimp. The shrimp look real good. And you could tell that's good quality shrimp too. Remember to go back and title your videos. Oh, but see in your shrimp video, Crystal, you still got the date in there. And also too with shorts, people who watch shorts have short attention spans. So like if you could make the title shorter and also have emojis in them. But it's like, but honestly, take that with a grain of salt because it's not like I'm the subject matter expert. I'm just giving, you know, feedback as a viewer. But I don't see anything wrong. If I see your page as I'm scrolling, I would have watched it and liked it because I do that for a lot of the people who come up in my shorts when I'm scrolling. I just press like, depending, because some of them shorts be weird. Yo Yo has given me tips and ideas. Everyone else only tell me content, content, content. True, yes, because that's not it. That's not enough. But I think also too, it's kind of like art. Like with all of our YouTube channels, it's unique to us, so it's not going to have a similarity to anyone else. And I think the more that we delve into ourself and it reflects on our channel, that is where, because as y'all can see, if y'all go to my first videos, I was just posting ocean footage from offshore when I was at work, and I thought I did something with that. And I mean, even though it's beautiful, but I don't know what I was thinking at that time. I know what I was thinking. I used to watch those rain sound videos, and I was trying to be like them because it be pages that just be made a few days ago, and they have like 10,000 views because people really love rain sound. So that's another thing. Really, as far as content go, if y'all go, it's just to monetize. Rain sounds is where it's at. Now, I don't know how they do it. They have videos showing how they do it, but basically with the rain sounds, they get the sound of the rain, they pick a background, they loop it until what a video be like 12 hours. So people fall asleep with it. Some people just have it playing in their background. And that's why those rain sound channels, they probably get monetized within a few days of making it. I love those videos and I think you should make one. I'll definitely sleep to it. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking about making one, but using the video footage I have of the ocean, but then just making it to where it's longer. Okay, so let me finish on Crystal, and then who else page y'all? Well, let's see. And another thing too is Crystal. Do you have two YouTubes, or do you have an old YouTube? Because I see two YouTubes for you now. One is Buddha or Butter the Boss. Okay, I should do that. I will get monetized real quick. Yes, you definitely would. That's another thing. And I think with YouTube, it's so many different suggestions that we all could share with each other, especially from experience. And I will Yo Yo is giving me tips. I love those videos and I think you should make one. I will definitely sleep to it. Thank you, Auntie. I will one day. For me, I'm a recovering procrastinator and I don't procrastinate anymore, but I still be doing it mentally. Okay, so who is the next channel? Anybody else in here want me to check out their stuff? Let me see. Karen Scott. Okay. YouTube is crazy. Like when you trying to search, you gotta go to filters, channel to search for names. Okay, Karen Scott is Orange K. Is that her? I don't know if that's her. Um. Oh, okay. I see one came up, but it's a little girl on here, so I don't think that's you. But the video's from 5 years ago. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna look at my shorts now and see who it shows. Okay, I see Jazzy J. It showed me one of hers, but I'm on the laptop as well, so I don't know if that has a difference. But that's one of my things, right? Because it'd be the same people with the same name. Yep, it do. That's why for me, it's easier to just search for my handle name at J New Orleans because it comes up. Well, see, that's the thing though too. From it being my name, I don't know if it just comes up because it's me searching my own name, but it generally does. Let's see. Oh, I just seen the video where Yo Yo shouted me out. That was so nice. But and another thing too about not even just YouTube, I find with any goals is just to find a way to make it fun. And then if it feels like it's losing the fun, find a way to revive it. Okay, that's the link for the movie Feast of All Saints. Where's the link? I don't see a link. Let's see. 97 home. But yeah, they factual about the live thing because live, the fact that they have people in and out of it, it helps your watch hours. And they have hashtag generator too. Let me see what the website is. Well, actually, I'm sorry, that was a text message. People just be texting you random stuff, don't say good morning or nothing. Like, that's why I don't be. Nah, I'm not about to. We're not about to do that on no beautiful Saturday. It is almost 8 o'clock. The Feast of All Saints. Also, too, I see that they they have an option when I was going live earlier. It had an option to go live with people, so I don't. So that was something I had a question. Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is I went to Google and I typed in hashtag generator because I used to have a website that I went to, but I can't remember it right now. But I think the name of the website might be hashtag generator. But what the hashtag generator does, let's see if this is it. I think I found it. Okay, YouTube is the second largest. Let's see. Cook fun. Ain't you laughing at me? Fun Squad, Fun Fancy. Okay, so that's what the website is. It's Tube Ranker. Let me put it. How do I do this? Start a poll, start a Q&A. Chat filter. Oh, they have a filter on the chat? I didn't even know that. So they probably had people talking, and if they was considered spam, let me go back and see if I missed anybody. That's crazy. I'm not famous enough to be having filtered comments. Like they have a free plan, StreamYard. You can invite people on your live with you. Yeah, I saw that with StreamYard, and I think YouTube might have a feature too. I'm gonna have to play with it one day and see what happens. But I went to TubeRanker, And how do um oh, that's probably what they do. They probably be being on YouTube on something else and doing that. Let's see. And this is just one website, and y'all take it with a grain of salt. You do not have to use it, and all them disclaimers that people be saying so they don't get sued, whatever it is, section, whatever. Not even section. The whole book of fair use. This is not advice. This is not legal advice. This is not recommendations. This is not me telling you to do anything. Um, but with the tube ranker, it generates hashtags for you. And when I had my little run last year with YouTube, I was using all of those different hashtag apps to make sure that I was able to have, decent hashtags. And they have some apps that 126 views. That can't be right. It say I have 126 views on my video from yesterday. Like, what's a view? Like, is that real? Oh, look at me. I wish I could super tag myself. I don't even think I can do that now. Let's see. Create poll, tuberanker.com. Okay, can I pin that? There we go. I pinned it. It's so funny seeing myself. I wonder if I could twist it. Let me see. The orientation is locked. Rotate device back. I should have had it upright. That's crazy. I don't have the ability to receive super chats yet. Yeah, I think that they have in the YouTube studio, they have milestones, and every time you reach a milestone, they let you do different things. Like I think you got to get a certain amount before you can super chat or get super chats, a certain amount before you can get stickers, a certain amount before you can sell products and all of that. This protein shake is good. It's crazy though, because you would think spinach would make it taste nastier, but I find that when I put spinach in there, it actually balances out the flavor. Because without spinach, with just a strawberry and a banana and a protein shake, there's always this little teeny tiny underlying taste that I can't describe. But dang, it's 102 minutes. Thank y'all for joining in. For everyone who's in here. I'm sorry, I gotta finish this right quick. But the Pin website, that's just something to assist to where it can give you ideas for hashtags. Because also in YouTube Studio, there is a separate section for videos and shorts that's not in your description and is not in your title, where you can specifically put hashtags. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you following whatever rules they have for the hashtags. Because I think you gotta like put a space in between them or a comma or something like that. That way you're not making one long hashtag. Because I used to make that mistake a lot. Not either putting a comma or I think it's a hashtag. The dollar sign, not the dollar sign, the pound sign in between the hashtag. And what it ended up doing was making it one long one. And even another thing too is I find that depending on what your purpose is with YouTube, people you are able to like use the news, use what's going on in the world to make videos about it, and that way you could talk about it. Only thing I heard about super chat is that YouTube take a portion of the super chat. I think all of them do that because I heard TikTok do that too. When people be getting money and stuff. 30%? They take more than an attorney, Lord. have a great weekend. Headed out with my sister. Thank you so much for joining, Karen. I hope you and your sister have fun, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you again for coming. And y'all have fun for me. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock now. I think I'll go too, y'all. I'll still be here as far as my phone, but I think that it's been long enough. So I definitely appreciate y'all time. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna actually premiere this live again, so it's probably gonna look like I'm live, but I'm not gonna be live. It's just to be premiering it because I guess that does something for the algorithm. I have no idea, but thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Even y'all just being here, engaging, interacting. That's priceless. It was fun, and I appreciate y'all so much. And I hope all of y'all have a blessed weekend. And make sure that if anything feels like it's about to frustrate you, or anybody y'all know who call y'all and get on y'all nerves or call y'all with bad news, do not answer them this weekend. They will talk to you Monday during business hours. Got it? Okay. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.